Welcome to our next installment of Luther's Large Catechism. It's for the second full week of March, March 10th, for our Green Valley Lutheran School staff who are taking this class as part of their continuing education instruction. They watch the video, go to the instruction manual, react and respond to the questions, and post one of their responses on the GroupMe staff meeting message thread, and then also react to one of their co-workers' responses. And for our members at Green Valley Evangelical Lutheran Church who are taking this class in lieu of the Sunday Adult Bible Study, go to the church Facebook's page. We have a subgroup, Luther's Large Catechism. You can post responses, questions, reactions, requests for clarification on there. So, Lesson 20, Unproven and Unprovable. Well, in talking about the 8th commandment, Luther has already, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Luther has talked about it in a court setting, and then generally how Christians are slandered. And now he said in the third place, it refers to all sins by the tongue by which we may injure our neighbor. We can use our tongue as a weapon against our fellow man, be it false preachers who are teaching falsely about the Bible, or false judges and witnesses with their verdicts, but certainly the shameful vice, Luther says, of talking behind someone's back is included here. That's the third way this commandment is broken. And he says, so perverse are human beings. We love nothing so much as to hear someone speak evil about our neighbor. We want everybody to say only good about us. But boy, do our ears itch when we hear some gossip, some mud being spread about someone else. Luther makes a distinction here. There are those who are appointed. It is their office to publicly judge. Think of a mother or father judging their child. Think of a judge judging in court. But we as private citizens, apart from any of these offices, we do not have the right to publicly reprove or judge our neighbor. He says there's a difference here. We can know sin, but we ought not publicly judge it. That's not our place. He says you can know it, but you are not to judge it. I can see and hear my neighbor's sins, but I have no command to report it to others. I might know that they do something, but I am not supposed to spread that dirty laundry about. And he says we are slanderers when we are not content to simply know about something, but we proceed to act as if we had jurisdiction over it. In a way, Luther is saying, it's none of your business. Who made you judge? And he imagines a place where, there's a slight offense of our neighbor, and we spread it abroad for everybody, trying to show people what a terrible person our neighbor is. We're meddling. We're meddling because in Luther's day and in Luther's estimation, and I would love to have this the case nowadays, there is no higher punishment than attaching the term thief or liar or embezzler or murderer to someone. The very verdict of labeling a person like that is the highest disgrace they can handle. Whereas nowadays people are, they get out of jail free practically, even though they've been convicted of these things, and we don't look at the very verdict, we look more at the punishment as the highest thing that they can do. But the problem here is when we're slandering someone, even though we don't have the call to do so. We're not the judge who has the power of the government, the sword, but we as an individual usurp that authority and use our tongue as a sword. And here comes the big idea. The big idea is we do not have the right to publicly judge someone. We do not have the right to publicly judge someone. But you might say, well, hey, it's the truth. Okay, can you prove it in court? If you can prove it in court, take it to the judge and get that rascal punished for the evil he's done. Well, I can't prove it to that extent. Well, then keep your mouth shut. We ought never to deprive anyone of their good honor and good name unless it first be taken from him publicly. Luther says there's a court of law which will take away a good person's reputation when it is established that they have broken the laws. So false witness, Luther says, is really saying anything that cannot be proved. And boy, that covers so many things we see happening in our world nowadays. In short, what is done in secret should be allowed to stay in secret. Or at any rate, and Luther's going to cover this next time we meet, it should be secretly be reproved. But the big idea, we do not have the right to publicly judge someone. Thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the material at hand. Certainly this, we have one area here where we talk about, is it public or is it private? An example from Facebook, and that you might want to be interested in looking at that. Thanks for watching. See you next week.